everyone, this is Larry. Welcome back to Today I Feel Like. Today I have another great Christmas gift idea out there for all of those looking for a gift for your YouTuber or your iPhone filmmaker or Android phone filmmaker. This is the Moza Mini MX foldable smartphone gimbal. This is going to smooth out your footage and it's going to fold down very, very compact so that you can take it with you anywhere. You can fold it up and put it in your purse, your backpack, your camera bag, wherever you need to. It looks like it's going to be pretty cool, but we're going to unbox it, take a look at it, try it out, and here we go. All right, here is the box right here, and this is what the gimbal is going to look like when it's folded up here. We can see it's made by Moza, and this is the Mini MX foldable smartphone gimbal. We can see on this side what we're going to get inside. We're going to get a gimbal, a charging cable, a mini tripod, and a wrist strap. We're also going to get a storage pouch and a user manual. So yeah, there's that. All right, we can see here what it looks like when it's fully extended, and there's a phone on there or in the gimbal there, mounted on the gimbal. And yeah, on this side there are some QR codes so that you can reach them if you need to. So yeah, all right, let's go ahead and let's get the plastic off of this so that we can take a look at it. So let's just cut through this. Let's cut through this plastic here if I can without cutting myself there. So my knife I think is getting dull because it's not cutting all that well. So let's go ahead and get this plastic there off and set that aside and slide this off the slide that out there. All right, and we can see there, kind of cool. Same stuff on that side. We have this little peel up sticker here, which is nice to help you get this out easily. And there we go. All right. We can see here that we have it looks like a welcome to use your Mini MX. So this is going to be a quick start guide. It looks like there, so that we can see how this is going to work. And right away, there we go. That is the gimbal. Let's just pull this thing out. And yeah, that folds up really small. You can actually probably fit this in your pants pocket if you have like a pair of cargo pants or something like that. So, but we can see here that we're going to get controls on here. So this is going to be a joystick that we can use. There's going to be a power button right there. It's going to say power/camera. And this is going to be a plus/minus button, which I'm not exactly sure for what, but we'll find out. This is going to be your power light there. We have the lock right there that's going to lock the gimbal up or unlock it. Yeah, so on here it looks like they put some instructions on here on how to properly lock and unlock this thing. We also have on the bottom, a 1/4-20 tripod thread, so we can mount this on a tripod if we want. And we also have, it looks like a little trigger maybe to start and stop recordings or something. And we also have a USB-C port on there so that we can actually have our USB-C thing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. All right, cool. I'm glad there's USB-C on there. That is fantastic. So we're also going to get our silica gel. We always have to get silica gel. So this looks like we're going to have both the wrist strap here and the USB-C cable so that we can charge the gimbal up. Looks like that is going to be about it. So we'll leave that in there for the moment. And it looks like on this side we are going to have the full user manual so that we can see how to use this, which we will probably actually need to get this thing going. There is an app I believe that we need to get downloaded with this, so we'll have to get that. And then we also have an accessory box on here so that we can see what we get in the accessory box. It looks like this is taped up there, so we're going to have to go ahead, pull my little knife out again, and see if we can cut through this tape so that we can figure out what is inside of this there. And yeah, this thing used to cut like butter. Now it just kind of sort of, you know, barely does its job. So all right, yep, this is going to be the pouch right here. So it's nice. It's sort of like a felt material, like a lens cleaning cloth type material. So that's kind of nice. And then we have the mini tripod, which I think is very cool. It's not super small. Some of these mini tripods are small and flimsy. This thing actually feels really, really sturdy. It's plastic, but it feels sturdy. It's got rubber in here to keep it sort of, to keep it secure like that when it's closed. And yeah, so let's see if this actually fits in here. So it should fit in there. And yeah, it fits in there nicely. You can even throw your mini tripod in there, and yeah, that works out. You can cinch it up, and that's your tripod. I mean, that's your gimbal with the mini tripod. You can throw this in your backpack, your camera bag, or whatever. So, all right, well, I actually, I want to try this out right now, but I actually can't because it's dark outside. It's like 6 in the morning here, 6:43. The sun is not up yet. So I'm going to go ahead and wait till the sun comes up. And I'm going to take a little nap or something, go get something to eat. And then I'm going to come back and get this thing all set up, try it out, and see how how smooth my footage is going to look. So I'm going to do a quick test where I'm going to walk a little bit with my phone. I'm going to use I believe I'm going to use my iPhone 11 Pro Max here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk with my phone with just handheld, and then I'm going to walk with it with the gimbal, and we're going to see which one's smoother and see if we need a gimbal or not, because footage with the phones are getting better and better. The stabilization is getting better and better. So let's see if this is going to actually work well enough that we actually want to use it with our phone. So yeah, anyways, first let me go get it all set up and then we'll get to testing. All right, everyone, so here I am outside now, and I'm just giving you a little sample of what you can expect if you are walking, hand holding your phone without any stabilization, or well, without any extra stabilization. All that's built in, all that I'm using right now is what's built in to the camera of the phone. And so yeah, this is my iPhone 11 Pro Max, and I am shooting with just the built-in image stabilization. Let's go ahead and mount it on the gimbal now, try it out, and see if it makes a big difference. All right, so here I am walking now, and I have the gimbal hooked up here, and so I'm using my front-facing camera. And yeah, what do you think? So I can definitely tell one thing: it looks like it is much more stable than it was before. I used to be able to see the jitters and the jumps sort of when I was filming with the other one, but now with this, it does look like it has smoothed out my footage considerably. So I do seem to be drifting a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can recenter this, and I'm just going to move it over just a little bit. Let's see if I can move that over just a little bit there and get this going. And now, there we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and hold this right there and see what that looks like. So yeah, I like this. It seems like I'm getting really nice stable footage with this. I'm going to have to go ahead and call this one a win for the gimbal. It looks like it is really doing a lot to keep my footage nice and stable as I'm rolling here. Now, one thing that I really like to use gimbals for are for time lapses, and I was really hoping to be able to go out and shoot a time lapse today with some nice fluffy clouds, but as you can see from the background there's no clouds out today. Well, there's all cloud. It's just all cloud cover. There's no fluffy clouds. It's just all overcast and cloud cover. So that's not going to really work. But what I want to do is actually just show you how the trajectory delay works. The trajectory delay is basically a motion time lapse that allows you to move your camera position from one position to another, and you can actually set 9 different positions in the app. So let's just go in, take a look at the app. I'll give you a little preview of how it works, even though we won't be able to shoot a cool time lapse today. Okay, so here we are in the app, and I have it set to trajectory delay. Now there's different settings we have on here. We can go like slow motion if we want. We have trajectory delay that we can select. There's time lapse mode, there's video mode, and there's photo mode on there. But what we want here is not just the time lapse, but we want trajectory delay, and that is going to give us a motion time lapse. So we're going to go ahead and right here where it says 1 second, and then there's 5, and then up to 10, I'm going to click that there, and this is going to show us our intervals, our length of shooting, and track. So what we want to do is select the interval time. We can go anywhere from 1 second all the way up to 20 seconds, but I'm going to leave this at 1 second there. And then I'm going to choose the length of shooting. We can go anywhere from 1 minute all the way up to 60 minutes there. I'm going to go ahead and choose 3 minutes on there. And then we want to go ahead and select track. Now this is where we're going to be able to set our pan and tilt positions. And so I'm going to simply go ahead and move the gimbal over. And I'm going to go to about where the tree is right there. And I'm going to select my first position. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move it over some more. I'm going to pan up to where the window is, and I'm going to go ahead and set my second position. Now I'm going to go ahead and move over this way, and I'm going to scroll down to where the chair is, and I'm going to select my, my third position. I'm going to go ahead now and scroll over again, and I'm going to go over to where the stocking is in the window, and I'm going to choose my fourth position. Now I'm going to go ahead and move over to where the bike is, and I'm going to go ahead and select my, fifth position. And so now I'm going to scroll over again. I'm going to go to this window here. I'm going to tilt up a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and select my sixth position. And now what I can do is actually hit preview. And when I hit preview, it's going to go to the starting position, and it's going to quickly go through each motion so that you can see what it's going to look like, where your motion is going to go on your camera there. So there we go. So we've done that. We've seen that. So now what I want to do is go ahead and actually do the time lapse. Now this is just a quick shot of the time lapse through the camera. And this here is a shot of our gimbal actually moving our smartphone through each trajectory point so that we can get our motion time lapse just the way we set it up in the app. All right, so we got a few clouds in the sky, not many, but we have a few. So I went ahead and mounted the gimbal onto a GorillaPod and wrapped it up on my banister there. So let's go take a look at a quick time lapse with a few clouds and cars rolling by. All right, so this is a trajectory delay time lapse, and we can see how the camera moves across the space, and it looks pretty cool, especially when you have some clouds or other motion in there with it. Now, one other thing that I want to show you is that you get really cool face tracking and object tracking with this gimbal and using the app. Now, because I have glasses on and a face mask and you know, hat, it's not really going to recognize my face. But you don't really have to worry about that, because if you can't get a face recognized, you can just go ahead and select it manually, just like you can select any kind of object like a car or a bird or something like that. You just simply click the little box with the square and the dot in there, and then you can drag a little square or a box around your face, and then there you go. Now it's going to go ahead and track you wherever you are. So if you walk out a little bit, the gimbal is actually going to move and track you wherever you go. And you can just go ahead and walk and let it follow you like this. Now this is great. I think this is especially fantastic for people who are out there doing, you know, doing independent journalism and stuff, because you then can do this. You can walk around a scene that you're talking about, that you're reporting on, and showing everybody what the scene looks like while you have the camera actually tracking you, so you can just focus on your reporting. This is really, really fantastic. It's also great if you're filming sports or something. You're filming your kid, you can go ahead, draw a box around your kid, and let the camera automatically track him. So let the camera and the gimbal work together and track your kid. So yeah, this is fantastic, super easy to use. And to get rid of it, to cancel it, just go back over to the app and just tap the screen, click on that same box, and now it's done. All right, everyone, so there we have it. That is a look at the Moza Mini MX smartphone gimbal. And yeah, I like this gimbal. There's a lot to like about it. It does its primary function well, which is to smooth out your footage. Another thing that I like to use gimbals for is motion time lapse, and it does that really well with its trajectory delay setting. And it's foldable, which is very cool in itself. It makes it very portable and easy to take with you. Now, there are a couple of things that I don't like about it. One of them is the phone mount here. I really wish that it was deeper. Now, when I put my phone on there and I have a case on my phone, it barely fits in there. I have an iPhone 11 Pro Max, and the area that the lip of the mount that's supposed to grip onto your phone, it just barely fits on there. I really wish that it was deeper so my phone sat better in the mount. Now, the other thing that I don't like about this gimbal is that the motors don't seem strong enough to actually accommodate accessories. So if you're using an extra lens like the Moments anamorphic lens, I just couldn't use it. Every time I tried to use it, it just seemed like the motors were not strong enough to handle it. So if you're someone that plans on using additional lenses with your phone, this might not be the gimbal for you, but you know, time will have to tell, and you'll have to see which lens you're using and how much it weighs and what phone you're using. All that stuff comes into consideration. But with me, with the iPhone 11 Pro Max and that Moments lens, it just was too heavy. So yeah. Anyways, I still think the gimbal's pretty cool. I'm gonna leave a link to it down below in the video description so that you can check it out. I'm also gonna leave links to my Amazon page and my social media contacts so you can reach me elsewhere. And I hope you enjoyed seeing this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and please subscribe to this channel, and follow me on Facebook. And I am Larry with Today I Feel Like. Thanks for coming back to see me. Come back and see me soon. And until next time, love, peace, and hair grease. Peace.